among the youth. And the statement is science is too young to understand religion. So, being a mystic, what is your understanding about science and the relationship between science and religion?
Science is too young to understand
Understand religion,
religion.
yes.
See, when you say, let's get to the fundamentals. When you say religion, when somebody says, I'm religious, they always refer to themselves as believers, right? That means they believe something. What does believing something mean? Well, something that you do not know, because of a certain cultural ambience or a family ambience or a group of friends can get together and they believe something. Belief essentially means something that you do not know, you assume, gather enough people around you and concretize that as the reality. If you want to believe something, you always need company. You need a flock around you. If you're alone and you believe something, you will look stupid. You need company, you need 1,000 people who believe the same thing. Only then it feels like a great thing. Because belief will give you confidence without clarity. If you believe something, suddenly you are confident, but there is no clarity. Confidence is not a substitute for clarity. Confidence without clarity is actually a disaster. It's one of the worst human disasters. That people have confidence when they can't see clearly is a great disaster. Much suffering has unfolded out of this for humanity, for individual people and for the larger humanity. So much has been done. So why do people believe something? Fundamentally, you are not sincere enough to admit, I do not know. I do not know. The value of I do not know has not been realized. Only when you see I do not know, the longing to know, the seeking to know, and the possibility of knowing becomes a living reality in your life. Everything that you do not know, you believe. It will give you confidence. If everybody around you believes the same thing, it feels like a fantastic thing. But if you are the only one who believes that, you will feel like an idiot. Yes or no? So, by gathering a group or by attesting what you believe to something else, something that you consider as an authority, you have made authority the truth. Well, truth should be the only authority if you want to move forward with life. But at the same time, these belief systems which you refer to as various religions on the planet have worked wonderfully to provide solace to people. So there are two different things in one's life. Are you seeking solace or are you seeking a solution for your life? If you're seeking a solution, you must seek the truth. If you are seeking solace, belief works very well. Or in a way, it's a mass psychiatry and it's inexpensive and it works pretty good. So I wouldn't disturb it simply. Uprooting it will freak a lot of people. But should we evolve beyond that? Definitely we should. But science as you know it today, does it know everything? No. Its instruments of knowing are very simplistic and it is struggling. The only reason science is as important as it is simply because the spill out of technology. So science has taken great steps, but still their instruments of perception or what they're using as their fundamental logic and what is being done is very simplistic. Today modern physicists have come to this and they're clearly saying, we not only do not know, we will never know. They understand with these instruments, they cannot go further than where they are. But with the physical world, they've done a fantastic job. Knowing the life itself, no. With the physical world, they've done a great job. So, what comes out of science? Can I tell you a joke, it's okay, story? You all right? Because you look so serious, all of you, it scares me. This happened in 2050. A group of scientists got an appointment with God and they went there. They told him, see, hey God, you done quite well till now with creation, your design is quite good. But everything that you can do, we can do. It's time you retire. So God asked, is that so? What is it that you can do? So they said, see, we can make life. What more than that? God said, okay, give me a demo. They took a bit of soil and did whatever they had to do, many things. And after some time, this little baby started crying, came alive. God said, that's quite impressive, but first get your own soil. We are forgetting that we are standing in a very small context and making conclusions about everything in the universe. So that is science's problem. The problem of the religion is, they know everything without knowing a thing. So how do you arrive at these things? I had a very nasty joke, but you look like a nice guy, so so let me downgrade the joke. This happened. In New York City, a 8-year-old boy got home from school one afternoon. He had a very progressive mother at home. Obviously, she was single. And he came home and asked, Mom, is God a man or a woman? You know, this is a big debate in America. Is God a man or a woman? They tried to settle this in the last election. And you know what happened? So she thought through this gender politics that is going on in the country. After much thinking, she said both. Then the boy went into deep thinking. After thinking for a while, he came back and asked, Mama, is God black or white? This is also a big debate. The racial debate is a very big debate. So after thinking through everything, all the racial politics in the country, she said both. The boy went into very profound thinking. Then he came back and asked, Mama, is God straight or gay? She thought through all the politics involved with that aspect of life, and then she said both. The boy jumped in joy, I got it, it's Michael Jackson. I don't know how you arrived at your beliefs but I think it's so human and so wonderful of you to see what I know, what I do not know, I do not know. Because I do not know is the greatest possibility in your life. Only if you see I do not know, the possibility of ever knowing opens up. Everything you do not know, if you believe, is gone. So the question is not this or that, it is not even this versus that. See, this is a simplistic debate that has come to the world today, everywhere, and unfortunately it's coming to our country also. Are you for or against? Arey, life is not all for and against. There are many aspects to life. If you consider life, you are never for or against anything. The question is, what we are doing right now, is it appropriate to the situation in which we exist? Our actions must be appropriate, they must work, they must benefit. Otherwise, you will go right versus wrong. Then even the people who think they are not religious have all become religious fanatics. They think they are liberals, they think they are something, but they're all taken the position of fanatics. I'm right, you're wrong. Life is not between right and wrong. Life is only about, in a given moment, are you doing the appropriate action? That's the most important thing about life.